Air Force fighter jets on a mission against Boko Haram extremists mistakenly bombed men of the Nigerian Army on Sunday, killing over 20 officers, a military source has said. The soldiers, who were reinforced from Ngadu village, were said to be on their way to Menok, headquarters of the Kaga local government area of Borno State, which was under attack by militants from the Islamic State-backed faction of Boko Haram, the Islamic State West African province, formerly known as Jama'atu Dawah Jihad. Sahara reporters had on Sunday reported how the gunmen attacked a Nigeria Army location at 156 Battalion in the community, killing over 30 soldiers. The terrorists, who came in no fewer than 15 gun trucks, also burnt down the military base. A source told Sahara reporters that a reinforcement team of the Nigeria Army sent to the community was mistakenly bombed by an Air Force fighter jet. The Boko Haram terrorists disguised in military uniform and gained access to the camp. They came in different groups and could not be counted. The Nigerian Army were pinned down. They requested for reinforcement. The reinforcement got on their way only to get smoked by the Nigerian Air Force. The reinforcement team was coming from Ngandu and were killed by an airstrike. The airstrike force mistook them for Boko Haram, as both were cladded in similar military uniform and operational vehicles, his source said. Villagers in the past have reported some civilian casualties in near daily bombardments in northeastern Nigeria. Recently, a military jet that came to repair the attack by Boko Haram dropped a bomb that landed in a compound where civilians were holding a naming ceremony. Some of the Chibok schoolgirls kidnapped by Boko Haram in 2014 and freed last year also said 3 of their classmates were killed by the Air Force bombardments. What do we call this? What do we call this? And Buhari is sitting down there drinking tea. Or what does it take? See, enjoying Gabashewu and F⁰RC, you are just watching, and they are only just to talk. This is not by accident, it is divine intervention. As Nigeria Army is currently abducting people, killing innocent citizens and burning houses in Southeast, God is also fighting them by using their own weapons to kill them. Unprofessional in everything they do, meaning there were no communication between the Air Force and land troop, or they were just reinforced to be wasted. Have you seen the reason why they killed the Yoruba girl in Air Force? So as to make way for their evil operation and defense of their Boko Haram brothers. Some people are still sleeping. This is not accident but a deliberate act of killing non-Fulani soldiers. When they learn that Nigerian military comprises of 2 factions, Fulani soldiers and non-Fulani soldiers. It is a deliberate act to reduce the number of soldiers from the south serving in the north. That is the same reason the army is poorly equipped, and they will send the army and also inform the terrorists to ambush them. Soldiers from the south serving in the north. My candid advice to you is to resign. Come back and join the security outfits of your region. Let's confront these people. This is coming from Prosper John Adumo. Another says here that they will continue to eat their own flesh. Nigeria securities is terrorists. Only a fool will believe this theory. We all know that the government and its security agencies have been compromised. This was never an error in airstrike. It was rather an intentional act in favor of the terrorists to undermine the powers of the military, to prolong war and seek more appropriation. The president should just humble himself and apologize to the Nigeria youth over the killing of innocent citizens in Lekki Tailgate. The blood of those massacred are not happy. The Nigeria flag was stained with blood, and we all see how the pigeon refused to fly on Army Day remembrance. So many atrocities of our leaders. You want Buhari to apologize when APC has already given him pass mark. All of those that he is surrounded with, I've already told him that, oh, you are doing well. It can never be a mistake. It is a well-planned raid on the said soldiers, if you die for this mere geographical expression, you die for nothing and God will punish you the more. Please, can you publish the names of those that died as a result of the so-called accident? We are no longer ignorant of this kind of systematic killing of people from certain ethnic groups in the name of accident. I urge Sarah reporters to dig out what really happened. For me, it wasn't an accident. It was a pure, deliberate act. It is disheartening. So, in just a couple of days, number of soldiers were killed when will this war end. Burataya said in 20 years' time, it's not going to end. At least maybe in 20 years' time, it's still going to be, not that even it's going to end in 20 years' time. He said in 20 years' time, the whole thing is not going to come to an end. Because when people are asking, you can imagine, he said it and see what is happening. Normally, we are supposed to be gaining ground. Nigeria government is supposed to be gaining ground and be winning. But like I've always said, when you talk about the winning side, the percentage at which whether the Boko Haram or the insurgents or the Nigerian army are winning, you can just say the Boko Harams are taking upper hand. That is a direct attack. They shouldn't tell me they don't have the coordinates of Boko Haram position. It's a planned killing. The military will know no peace. Both them and all those in the north supporting evil Boko Haram and bandits will take their entire land. It wasn't any accident. People don't believe it. Oh, the army officers killed must be Christians who were determined to kill their misguided brothers and have to be stopped at all costs. Let's keep pretending as if everything is fine in Nigeria. Still don't know why Northerners don't want to condemn or protest against all these atrocities in their region to signal their annoyance. Looks like they support and comfortable with all this. There is urgent and important need for Southerners to stop being the good Germans and do something as soon as possible. The entire we Southerners, wake up. The better for us all. How can we fold our hands, watch our future and future of our children being destroyed by few individuals, selfish politicians? We have to be the architect of our own fortune. Since Northerners are comfortable with all these killings, terrorism, banditry, and others, it is not an accident. That is what everyone is saying. It's a calculative effort to strengthen Boko Haram, okay? And my leader, Nnamdi Kanu, always say, okay, go and get your Somalia visa now. Sorry for the gods, it's not accident. The Zoom government cannot fight Boko Haram because they are chief sponsor of Boko Haram under Buhari administration. That is why they use the fighter jet to kill those soldiers. Anyway, it's a good news to us in Southeast.